Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? It's friggin' still cold here. They say it's minus 19 on my phone. I just checked. It says it's minus 19, but with the wind, it's minus 30. This is all in Celsius, guys. It's still cold. That wind really bites. How's that sound? But we got this racking in here and got it set up, but now we're looking at it and we're thinking we should change it some because it's going to be kind of tight once. Okay, what'd you do that for? But when you're sliding pails in and out from underneath, that's kind of tight in here. So I think we're going to end up moving all of these up a little bit and might end up eliminating the one that we got set up for the very top. So, but that's generally, you get the drift of what that'll look like once we get plywood and whatnot across it for our shelving on there. And then on the tin, I got the last sheet on, but I got these pieces here and I'm thinking I'm going to put them on the wall. I'm getting the look from CP over there. It's not going to go all the way to the top though, because I only got 3 that would work comfortably. And so 3 at 4 feet is 12 feet. Yeah, I might be able to make it work. Just to finish that off right there. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm putting the tin on the inside of the wall, what we did, like right here, you can see where it's a joiner right there. So it overlaps right there, and then the screw, and beside every rib is where I put the screw. I don't go through the top of the rib, I go on the edge of it. And on the walls on the inside, I went every 4 feet. You can see that there, and the next one up there, that's 4 feet. So that's how I did it on the walls on the inside. Now if I was doing the ceiling, if I had strapping for every 2 feet, I'd go every 2 feet. Outside walls is every 2 feet, and rooftop is every 2 feet. CP wants me to change that sheet right there because it's just a little bit different color of white. It's not exact, but I don't know. When you're standing back here, yeah, you can kind of notice it, but the stove takes the color away from you, so you don't see it as bad.
Put your glasses on. Looks horrible.
Looks horrible? Well, it's dirty as sin right now, too,
No,
so of
dirty.
course it's horrible. But we are playing in here a little bit. But I gotta go and we're gonna have to get some plywood, I guess.
You picked the coldest day of the year.
Well, if we don't do it today, that's fine by me. Because today's almost a fucking sit in the house and stay warm type of day. Feed cows and yeah.
Fed.
The one corral that got 2 buckets is gonna need more feed today. It's empty just about. Just about, not quite. On that shelving with stuff like that can go on there, right? I'm getting the look again, guys.
I have no plywood.
We got no plywood. I don't really want to use 3/4 inch from the barn. 1/2 inch would work. Okay, well, I'm going to tear that sucker apart and we're going to change it up a little bit and we'll bring you guys back then. Alrighty, guys. Me and CP went inside because it was just too friggin' cold we spent a couple hours in the house. Even with the stove going, it was just, she was cold. I was cold working barehanded, putting screws in, but we got her all the way to the corner. It's all done. Now one day, maybe 10 years from now, LOL, I'll get the friggin' ceiling finished. Gonna have to buy material for that though. But phoned around for plywood. Holy crapper. I figure plywood on here on that racking would make good for shelving. So I basically need 3 sheets, maybe 4, if I don't make my racking shelves more room in between. 4 the way it sits, but otherwise 3 for sure. 1/2-inch plywood. We're looking at anywhere from $40 to $50 a sheet. Friggin' ridiculous. And that's just 1/2-inch, guys. So, got the batteries in Little Red and he's plugged in. The old batteries were purchased in 2019. Here, I'll show you guys the old batteries. And it was February of 2019. Right here. And so, second month, number 9, so that would be 2019. Warranty of 3 years. So, they just about made 3 years of age. But the new ones are in here now. He's plugged in. I'll leave him warm up a little more with the plug-in. And I'm going to put CP's truck away. I had it running for a bit now. Big Blue is running. And I'm going to feed a little bit here today, because tomorrow, now, I'm on the road. I hate being on the road when it's this cold and leaving CP at home by herself. But gotta make money somewhere, and sometimes that means I gotta be on the road. So even when it's cold, but I'll try and do some feeding up so she doesn't have to worry about it tomorrow. So anyways, get her truck put away here and we'll jump in Big Blue and see what kind of trouble we can get into. I do believe I have 2 or 3 sheets of plywood down in the barn. So I might grab that stuff and bring it up to the shop for shelving. So I'll let you guys go and we'll bring you back in a little bit. So we just came out here to check on these girls. CP filled them all up yesterday and they're looking pretty good. I also brought them an actual hay bale, getting to that point where they're getting closer to calving and they can use the extra energy and extra protein. So, and that was where we unrolled a hay bale yesterday. I didn't shred it out, we just unrolled it, and they go from the feed bunks and they come over here and they munch out here a little bit and then they go back to the feed bunks. But they cleaned it up pretty darn good, actually. There's a little bit sitting right here, but other than that, I'd say they did pretty friggin' good, considering. Friday, pending weather, but regardless, by Sunday of this weekend, we got to get these girls sorted off, and there's about 13 of them that have to come into the corrals. They're getting closer to calving, and just so we keep a closer eye on them, they due to start in February. And since we're the 27th now, we're only a couple 2-3 weeks away from that first group starting. So anyways, back to the shop. Alrighty, so we came out to check on this shack finally. We saw like 7 or 8 muleys. No horns on anything, but this is what she looks like. Built this back in 2018, 17 or 18. Oh. There's just a little door getting in, like 16 inches. Light's gonna work? Really? Ho ho! There even has a light in, a couple of lights in it. There.
Yeah, they're hooked.
Is the inside hooked?
Yeah.
So basically, guys, if you're wondering, this screen, or the string, I mean, I'll show you. Let this down. There's a little latch right here. You just pull that latch like that, and then on the inside you pull the string and you hook the string up there, and then flip that up, babe, and that's the window on the inside. So we'll close it up, and being that we're not hunting no more, close that.
I can't see crap.
And close that. Close that. So yeah, we got 4 windows, just over 2 feet long, or 3 of them, and then a little 12 by 12 on the back wall. 243. Nope, 30-06. That's from Dylan.
Yeah.
Left it sitting in the middle of the floor. And then this is fully insulated, guys. It's only 6 feet tall. Where we just run that little buddy heater, and it gets it pretty warm in here, right?
Yep.
CP likes it in here, especially when it's cold. I know that. She even took her boots off this year. I saw it. Got a little bling. Gotta have bling. What's the temp? The temp in here is, what does that say? Celsius, Fahrenheit.
Okay, I'm pulling my camera.
We are basically about 7 or 8 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus in here, minus 12 Celsius. So that's not so bad. In here, wouldn't take much to get it up to friggin' temperature, to the point where you could actually sit in here with like literally no clothes on. So yeah, the string just goes right through the wall. See that? That's how all the strings are set up. And you just pull that flap. It's just a protector flap, right? So, and then just hook that. Done. La-di-da. So, had a couple people asking about it, so there it is. And it is starting, the paint is starting to flake. It's just painted. But if you're wondering about the camouflage paint job, CP did that by hand. So, but it is starting to flake. We're gonna have to get her hook up to this trailer and get it back to the yard and put another couple coats of paint on her. Anyways, we're gonna pull our friggin' cards out of these game cams, and that could be it for today. So we'll talk to you guys later. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna call her quits right here. You know what to do. The old thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Oh, the snow is deep out here. Let's see what CP has to say over here. The deer out here. And last time we came out, I brought you guys along and we brought a couple of square bales and scattered them around. It's all cleaned up and gone. You got your card?
Yipper.
Did you get your card from there?
Yipper.
You're gonna pull your card from the other one?
It's empty, I think.
Oh. Okay. Well, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, tell your friends and neighbors. And fun, fun, fun. Let's get her done, guys. Tomorrow we're on the road. Maybe I'll bring you along for the ride tomorrow.